budget. Ano lang tayo, mga pouch.
Sa ano, dala ng mga passenger. Ano din?
Pouch? Pagbigat sa legis.
Ay, sorry. Contact number ng ano, yung sa ano.
Okay, kanino mo? Okay. Pero 550 yun. Bye. Yan, ano pala? 218? 585. Oh. Ano nga, ito nga pala. 41 sa kayo.
Ayos na yun.
41 na.
Oo nga.
Frontier. Ano ba?
A little bit. Kunti lang. Eh kasi,
Tarka ngayon.
ah,
With your green. Ngayon, red
kaya nga
ka na ba? Ha?
nag-block na lang ako.
Parang,
Masyadong matikat ang kulay.
hindi. Kahapon, Sara ka. Ngayon, red, ano ka, DB.
Red mask. Oo, ano.
Patay ka na.
Alam naman niya ang ano. Tayo. idagdag natin ma'am yung ano,
Lanaw
lanaw.
dun sa ano, sa huli. Huli pa lang.
Secretary General actually turned over the
Senator, ano, yes,
Si Senator Nancy nandyan.
Thank you.
pero,
Kanina ako sa'yo.
actually, wala. Hindi suspended lang.
Suspended.
Nag-reliable naman. Oo nga. Pag nag-adjourn, parang,
Pero walang plenary. Tapos
paano mag-adjourn ka hindi pag nag-adjourn tayo ng mag-ano,
kaya kailangan first one, mag-schedule ng last plenary.
tatlong comelec na ano, bypass pag
Pina-confirm.
Third reading. Okay naman. Comment na. Standing your way on Monday, possibly. Local lang naman.
Local business.
Okay naman. Sabi ko na we're sending the local bills your way on third reading. After third reading on Monday. Yeah. Medyo light na kami next week. Yes, yes. Ano lang, may issue lang dito sa yung RCEP. Medyo sa grade I'm not familiar with the rules of that. Never happened. know what we were voting for. And couldn't tell her, pinag-usapan natin yung isang araw, hindi ko masabi. So, sakto na kahit ano.
Ma'am, magano lang po. Samahan kita ng 10. Tapos kulang daw si Han.
Yeah, palangga, may pangga. Good to see you.
Kami sponsorship, meron tayo.
Pwede ka pa mag-CR. Hindi ka naman kompleto.
I-suspend. Wala nang
Sana naman, ito dahil. Kaka-delay na naman tayo.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On the part of the Senate, the Joint Committee is hereby called to order.
Good morning, everyone. On the part of the House of Representatives, the Joint Committee meeting is now in session.
We just like to put on record, we suspended last night, my dear co-chair. Therefore, no need of a quorum call this morning. We may proceed with the counting of the remaining ballots, but we'd like to recognize our distinguished co-chair, the Majority Floor Leader, future Speaker of the House of Representatives, Speaker Martin Romualdez, for his opening remarks.
Distinguished members of the House of Representatives and of the Senate, members of the Joint Committee, commissioners of the Commission on Elections, and to our guests and observers present today, welcome today two of the canvassing of votes for the presidential and vice presidential candidates in the recent May 9, 2022 national elections. During yesterday's proceedings, we heard manifestations from the legal counsels of presidential candidates Bongbong Marcos, Leni Robredo, and Isko Moreno, and the legal counsel of vice presidential candidate Kiko Pangilinan, who all interposed no objection to the inclusion in the canvass of all COCs for President and Vice President. These manifestations were very well taken by the Joint Committee as they reflect the highest level of confidence on the conduct and results of the 2022 national elections. As of 11:03 p.m. last night, the Joint Committee has successfully canvassed 105 out of a total of 173 COCs, or 60.69% of the total of the COCs. The Joint Committee has determined the authenticity and due execution of these COCs with special and notable observations on 3 COCs coming from the provinces of Surigao del Sur, Pampanga, and Sultan Kudarat. The Joint Committee immediately summoned the Board of Canvassers of these provinces, and through video conference, the respective provincial election supervisors were put under oath. For the province of Surigao del Sur, the Board of Canvassers admitted that the physical COC was not included in the ballot boxes transmitted to the Senate. For the provinces of Pampanga and Sultan Kudarat, the respective provincial election supervisors testified under oath that to the best of their knowledge, they included the physical COCs in the ballot boxes. All 3 sent photographed copies of the respective COCs to the Joint Committee through Viber, and all 3 under oath attested to the authenticity and veracity of these COCs. The Joint Committee then compared these photographed COCs for the provinces of Surigao del Sur, Pampanga, and Sultan Kudarat with those electronically transmitted COCs and found no discrepancies therein. Thus, the Joint Committee included these COCs in the canvass. The Joint Committee likewise directed 3 provincial election supervisors to transmit the physical COCs to the Joint Committee and to submit a written explanation why these physical COCs were not inside the ballot boxes transmitted to the Senate and opened by the Joint Committee. In fact, we have word that all 3 will be coming personally to deliver the said COCs. Before we continue with the canvassing proper, I would like to commend the members of the Joint Committee, the House Secretary General, the Senate Secretary, as well as the hardworking officials and staff, both the House and the Senate, for their tireless efforts in the canvassing of the COC since yesterday afternoon until a little bit before midnight last night. We shall continue to conduct the canvassing proceedings with integrity, transparency, accuracy, and expediency. With only 68 COCs left, we are expecting to finish the canvassing of the COCs today after the submission of the Joint Committee report and the adoption of the resolution of both houses. We shall have proclaimed the President and Vice President-elect before this day ends. I would like to congratulate all our fellow Filipinos who have exercised their sacred right to suffrage and who have ensured the clean conduct of the recent elections. I am very proud and honored to be part of this Joint Committee, and I am very proud and honored to be a Filipino. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much to our co-chair. And I'd like to also take note the dedication of our distinguished gentleman from Leyte. Yesterday, he did not leave his post. He did not have his lunch. He did not go to the bathroom or toilet. I had to excuse myself for at least an hour to do my own thing as well, but believe ako sa'yo, boss. You are leading by example. And I'm honored to be with you today in this very historic canvassing of votes for President and Vice President. Maraming salamat po for your service.
Kudos to my very honored and esteemed colleague in this joint panel, my dear friend, my brother, our Senate Majority Leader and future.
Thank you very much. But yes, let's proceed, Your Honors. May we already open, the next online, I believe, my co-chair, is the province of
Tawi-Tawi.
Tawi-Tawi.
So we shall ask our Secretary General and our Senate Secretary to produce the ballot boxes for the Tawi-Tawi, the city of Mandaluyong, city of Caloocan, Iloilo, Palawan, Quezon, Leyte, Zamboanga del Norte, the state of Qatar, Nueva, Ecija, Quezon City, to be aligned right in front of us. We start with the province of Tawi-Tawi. We ask and direct our Secretary General and our Senate Secretary to open the ballot box and to compare the contents therein with the printed copy of the electronically transmitted COC. We direct our IT group of the National Board of Canvassers here to produce the same and furnish it to our panel and our Senate Secretary and Secretary.
We are now proceeding to open the ballot box from the province of Tawi-Tawi. The envelope is sealed with paper seal number 3183940, duly signed by the chairperson and the members of the board.
Yes, open. Mr. Chairman, we will ask our Secretariat to already break open the seals or the padlocks, rather, to unlock the padlocks or to break the padlocks so that this will facilitate the procedure and the process on the table with our joint panel and our Senate Secretary and SecGen. Yes. We also direct our IT group, the Secretariat, to print out the hard copy of the electronically transmitted COCs by batches of 10, if possible.
Of course.
Kasi nauna
Absolutely.
photo, and then I'll take a group fee.
You want us to stand?
No. Sit. Chair sit. Then kami na lang. Sa gitna. O, sige. Then I'll move to the other side for a group fee. Ay, sorry. One more group fee lang. Don't move. Marker po si...
Sige.
Buddy, can you see yourself?
Bayan ito,
Ay, Marioles. Lagi na lang yung boto nila. Everybody. Dala ko sa inyo.
Thanks. Please send it to me.
Yes,
Thank you. At salamat. Thanks for coming, girls, ladies. Thank you. Yeah, I heard the voices. Uy, nag-umpisa na. Ay, Japanese tayo. Japanese tayo mamaya. We'll take a pause mga 1 hour siguro.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Tawi-Tawi, we have not found any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much to our dear colleague from Surigao. If there are no other observations, manifestations, or objections, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for the province of Tawi-Tawi be included in the canvass, and the Senate Secretary and Secretary General of the House read the results of the elections.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Tawi-Tawi. For President, Abella, votes garnered 421, 421. De Guzman, 184, 184. Domagoso, 2,884, 2884. Gonzales, 479, 479. Lacson, 537, 537. Mangondato, 1,562, 1562. Marcos, 143,630, 143,630. Montemayor, 193, 193. Pacquiao, 11,531, 11531. Robredo, 13,563, 13563.
The province of Tawi-Tawi, for Vice President, Atienza, 594, 594. Bello, 284, 284. David, 191, 191. Duterte, 151,264, 151, 264. Lopez, 884, 884. Ong, 950, 950. Pangilinan, 9,086, 9086. Serapio, 386, 386. Soto, 5,029, 5029.
We direct the SecGen and the Senate Secretary to now open the box of the city of Mandaluyong and to compare the contents of that ballot box of the manually transmitted COCs with that which were electronically transmitted and with the printed copy of the same.
We have opened the box from the city of Mandaluyong.
Wala na naman? Kapit ng Mandaluyong. May we direct, okay, our joint panel has noticed the absence of the manually transmitted COC of the city of Mandaluyong. We direct our section, our Senate Secretary and our Secretariat to communicate with the COMELEC officer present and in charge of the City of Mandaluyong to explain the absence of that COC. We shall now defer the canvass of the City of Mandaluyong until we have a better explanation from the COMELEC election supervisor from the City of Mandaluyong. Kindly effect communications, immediate communications with the City of Mandaluyong election supervisor.
Oh, buti na malapit po si Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur. Call the secretary. As we defer, Mr. Chairman, the City of Mandaluyong, we now direct our SecGen and the Senate Secretary to open the ballot box of the City of Caloocan to compare the contents of the manually transmitted COC to be compared with the printed copy of that which was electronically transmitted to Congress via the consolidation canvassing system. Thank you.
So we are now opening the ballot box from the City of Caloocan. Brown envelope with paper seal number 403-6690 signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Vice President, sir. President.
Electronic transmission.
Mr. Chair, upon examining the COC for President and Vice President of the City of Caloocan, we find that there's no discrepancy in the votes tallied and it is deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, dear colleague. There being no other observation, manifestation, or objection, I move that the certificate of canvass be included in the canvass and ask the Secretary and Secretary General to read the results of the said elections.
Certificate of canvass from the City of Caloocan. For President, Abella, votes garnered 397,397. De Guzman, 786,786. Dumagoso, 34,252. 34252. Gonzales, 525,525. Lacson, 13,398. 13398. Mangundato, 460,460. Marcos, 361,464. 361,464. Montemayor, 473,473. Pacquiao, 10,756. 10756. Robredo, 153,205. 153,205.
City of Caloocan, for Vice President, Atienza, 1,040-1040, Bello, 633-633, David, 172-172, Duterte, 341,898, 341,898, Lopez, 422-422, Ong, 37,761, 37761, Pangilinan, 89,340, 89340, Serapio, 375,375, Soto, 100,903, 100,903.
The Secretary General and the Senate Secretary are hereby directed now to open the ballot box from the province of Iloilo to be compared the contents of which is to be compared with that which is electronically transmitted and printed, copy thereof with the manually transmitted COC contained therein.
Opening now the box from the province of Iloilo. We cut the plastic seal lock inside. And
Thank you.
we have the brown envelope with paper seal number 4039310 signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Ito ma'am isa. Yan sabay. Vice President. President.
Mr. Chair, upon examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Iloilo, we have found out that there is no discrepancy in the votes tallied and it is deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, our dear colleague. With that, with no other observation, manifestation, or objection, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass for the province of Iloilo be included in the canvass and asks the Secretary and Secretary General to read the results of the said province.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Iloilo. For President, Abella, 2,974, 2,974. De Guzman, 2,479, 2,479. Dumagoso, 29,669, 2,9669. Gonzales, 1,922, 1,922. Lacson, 10,915, 10915. Mangondato, 696, 696. Marcos, 374,144, 374,144. Montemayor, 1,334, 1,334. Pacquiao, 72,381, 72,381. Robredo, 579,525, 579,525.
Province of Iloilo, for Vice President, Atienza, 5,993, 5,993. Bello, 2,814, 2,814. David, 1,154, 1,154. Duterte, 364,898, 364, 898. Lopez, 4,076, 4076. Ong, 31,910, 31910. Pangilinan, 448,171, 448,171. Serapio, 2,202, 2202. Soto, 170,034, 172,034.
The Secretary General and the Secretary is directed now to open the ballot box from Palawan and to compare the contents held therein with that of the electronically transmitted copy received in the Congress.
We have now opened the ballot box from the province of Palawan, and inside is an envelope with paper seal number 4038700 signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Palawan, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, dear colleague. With that, I move that with no other observations or objections, I move that we direct the Secretary to include the province of Palawan in the canvass and ask the Secretary General to read the results of the elections there.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Palawan. For President, Abella, votes garnered 2,024, 2024. De Guzman, 1,198, 1198. Dumagoso, 23,951, 23951. Gonzales, 1,760, 1760. Lacson, 11,212, 11212. Mangondato, 2,757, 2757. Marcos, 269,647, 269647. Montemayor, 1,142, 1142. Pacquiao, 133,059, 133059. Robredo, 147,684, 147684.
Province of Palawan, for Vice President, Atienza, 8,659, 8659. Bello, 1,665, 1665. David, 1,420, 1420. Duterte, 280,832, 280832. Lopez, 5,620, 5620. Ong, 19,839, 19839. Pangilinan, 116,791, 116791. Serapio, 2,241, 2241. Soto, 127,937, 127937.
We now direct the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary to open the ballot box for the province of Quezon and to compare the manually transmitted COCs held therein with that which was electronically transmitted to the Congress via consolidation canvassing system.
Opening now the ballot box from the province of Quezon and cutting the plastic seals inside. The envelope has a paper seal number 4038467, signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Quezon, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, my dear colleague. With that, no other questions, manifestations, nor objections I move that we direct the Secretary to include in the canvas the province of Palawan, COCs of the province of Palawan, and direct the Secretary and Secretary General, Quezon rather, Quezon, and I would like to ask the Secretary and Secretary General to read the results of the elections.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Quezon. For President, Abella, votes garnered 2,348, 2,348. De Guzman, 1,982, 1,982. Dumagoso, 40,705, 40705. Gonzales, 1,662, 1,662. Lacson, 26,918, 2,6918. Mangundato, 786, 786. Marcos, 442,393, 442,393. Montemayor, 1,012, 1012. Pacquiao, 53,754, 53754. Robredo, 609,973, 609,973.
Province of Quezon, for Vice President, Atienza, 6,646, 6646. Bello, 1,741, 1741. David, 1,456, 1456. Duterte, 401,819, 401,819. Lopez, 2,876, 2876. Ong, 55,273, 55273. Pangilinan, 359,373, 359,373. Serapio, 2,000, 2000. Soto, 313,205, 313,205.
The Secretary General and the Senate Secretary, I directed now to open the ballot box of the province of Leyte and to compare the contents of the manually transmitted COC with that of which was electronically transmitted to Congress by the canvassing consolidation system. A printed copy has been produced.
We have now opened the ballot box from the province of Leyte. And we have an envelope with paper seal number 4039683 signed by the chair and members of the board.
Uy, Leyte. Ayaw mo silipin. Suruhan kita.
President, sir. Vice President.
Mr. Chair, upon examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Leyte, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and therefore it is deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, my dear colleague. We'd like to take note that the province of Leyte is the home province of our distinguished future Speaker of the House, Majority Leader Romualdez, and there being no other observations and manifestations or objections, we direct the Secretary to include the province of Leyte to the canvas and ask the Secretary General, Secretary to read the results of the elections in the province, the great province of Leyte.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Leyte. For President, Abella, votes garnered 2,915, 2,915. De Guzman, 2,319, 2,319. Dumagoso, 20,262, 2,0262. Gonzales, 2,088, 2088. Lacson, 11,478, 11478. Mangundato, 883, 883. Marcos, 825,707, 825,707. Montemayor, 1,406, 1406. Pacquiao, 78,208, 78208. Robredo, 127,223, 127,223.
Province of Leyte, for Vice President, Atienza, 6,146, 6146. Bello, 2,364, 2364. David, 1,347, 1347. Duterte, 792,110, 792,110. Lopez, 2,475, 2475. Ong, 17,218, 17218. Pangilinan, 72,079, 72079. Serapio, 1,834, 1834. Soto, 115,021, 115021.
We will now direct the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary to open the ballot box from Zamboanga del Norte and to compare the contents held therein with that which was electronically transmitted to the consolidation canvassing system of the House.
We have opened the ballot box from the province of Zamboanga del Norte. The envelope has a paper seal number 4039874, signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Naku, SOB. Baka dito, walang laman. Ito.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Zamboanga del Norte, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is therefore deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, dear colleague. Without any other objections, observations, and manifestations, I move to direct the Secretary to include to the canvass the province of Zamboanga del Norte, the COCs of Zamboanga del Norte, and ask Secretary and Secretary General to read the results of the same.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Zamboanga del Norte. For President, Abella, votes garnered 1,437, 1437. De Guzman, 1,119, 1119. Dumagoso, 12,373, 12373. Gonzales, 1,675, 1675. Lacson, 3,546, 3546. Mangundato, 2,866, 2866. Marcos, 284,009, 284,009. Montemayor, 1,208, 1208. Pacquiao, 139,236, 139236. Robredo, 105,722, 105,722.
Province of Zamboanga del Norte, for Vice President, Atienza, 5,813, 5813, Bello, 1,377, 1377, David, 1,281, 1281, Duterte, 379,378, 379, 378, Lopez, 3,164, 3164, Ong, 6,655, 6655, Pangilinan, 63,323, 63323, Serapio, 1,890, 1890, Soto, 47,290, 47290.
We would like now to direct our Secretary General and our Senate Secretary to open the ballot box from Doha, Qatar, and to compare the COCs that were manually transmitted with those which were electronically transmitted, a printed copy thereof, to the House through the consolidation and canvassing system.
Opening now the ballot box from Doha, Qatar. Inside is an envelope with paper seal number 0767169, signed by the chairperson and members of the board.
Vice President.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President of Doha, Qatar, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is therefore deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, my dear colleague. With that, there being no other observation, manifestation, or objection, the chair directs that the certificate of canvass from the state of votes of the OFWs of the state of Qatar be included in the canvass, and we direct the Secretary and Secretary General to read the results.
Certificate of canvass from the state of Qatar. For President, Abella, votes garnered 18,18. De Guzman, 16,16. Dumagoso, 825,825. Gonzales, 18,18. Lacson, 323,323. Mangondato, 60,60. Marcos, 15,563, 15563. Montemayor, 10,10. Pacquiao, 109, 109. Robredo, 3,509, 3509.
State of Qatar, for Vice President, Atienza, 20-20, Bello, 16-16, David, 0, Duterte, 16,455, 16455, Lopez, 5, Ong, 746, 746, Pangilinan, 2,655, 2655, Serapio, 2, Soto, 539, 539.
Before we continue with the counts of the others, I'd like to just recognize my colleagues from the Senate that are here today. We have the Senate President Pro Temp, Senator Ralph Recto. We also have Senator Risa Ontiveros. Senator Pia Cayetano is with us as well, the Honorable Senator Pia. Of course, Ma'am Nancy Binay, and of course, Senator Aimee Romualdez Marcos is with us as well, just for the record.
Thank you, Chairman. On the part of the House, I'd also like to recognize The House panel, comprised of our Senior Deputy Majority Leader, Jesus Crispin Remulla. We have also Chairperson Juliet Yoyet Ferrer, the Chairperson on Suffrage. We have Deputy Speaker Christine Singson Mihan. We also have Congressman Pidol Garbin, and we also have Congressman Bambol Tolentino, and of course our DS Chair Chani Pimentel, and my very good friend Congressman Manix Dilipe, my Deputy Majority Leader. Thank you. We will now have our Secretary General and our Senate Secretary open the ballot box from Nueva Ecija.
There's one envelope with the paper seal number 4038110 from Nueva Ecija. As we open the envelope, we find copies of the COC for President and the COC for Vice President.
Statement of vote.
Ito, correct. Yan na, correct na.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President for the province of Nueva Ecija, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is therefore deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much to our dear colleague. With that, there being no other observations, comments, manifestations, or objections, I move that we canvass that the COCs from the province of Nueva Ecija be included in the canvass, and ask the Secretary and the Secretary General to read the results of the province.
Certificate of canvass for the province of Nueva Ecija for President, Abelia, 1956-1956. De Guzman, 1576, 1576. Dumagoso, 27,862, 27862. Gonzales, 1,602, 1602. Lacson, 26,795, 26795. Magundato, 1,244, 1244. Marcos, 945,388, 945388. Montemayor, 1,005, 1005. Pacquiao, 13,665, 13665. Robredo, 236,827, 236827.
Certificate of canvass for Nueva Ecija for Vice President, Atienza, 2,733, 2733. Bello, 1,356, 1356. David, 811, 811. Duterte, 703,042, 703, 042. Lopez, 1,592, 1592. Ong, 37,895, 37895. Pangilinan, 138,227, 138227. Serapio, 1,561, 1561. Soto, 347,232. 347,232.
We now direct the Secretary General and the Senate Secretary to open the ballot box from Quezon City and to compare the manually transmitted COCs with that which was electronically transmitted to our consolidation canvassing system here in Congress. A printed copy will be furnished. We shall also ask that the IT Secretariat of the National Board of Canvassers print out the next set of electronically transmitted COCs for the state of Kuwait, Sulu, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Maguindanao, Basilan, Manila, Cebu City, Davao City, Taguig City, and Canada.
Found inside the ballot box are several documents, are several envelopes, and we'll try to find the copies of the COC.
Ayaw.
We're now checking on two brown envelopes, thin envelopes, with paper seal number 4036654, and the other thin envelope, brown envelope with seal number, paper seal number 4036653. Ano to for President? We found the COCs for President and Vice President.
Vice President. Okay. Check.
Last favorite.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President of Quezon City, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is therefore deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much, dear colleague. If there be no other observations, manifestations, nor objections, the Chair directs that the certificate of canvass for the city of Quezon, or Quezon City, be included in the canvass and ask the Secretary General to read the results of the said city.
For President, Belia, 734. De Guzman, 1,599, 1599. Dumagoso, 45,776, 45776. Gonzales, 1,042, 1042. Lacson, 25,909, 25909. Magundato, 1,897, 1897. Marcos, 646,443, 646443. Montemayor, 917, 917. Pacquiao, 16,634, 16634. Robredo, 386,561, 386561.
Certificate of canvass for Quezon City for Vice President. Atienza, 1,777, 1777. Bello, 1,720, 1720. David, 378, 378. Duterte, 627,661, 627, 661. Lopez, 615, 615. Ong, 63,537, 63537. Pangilinan, 260,332, 260,332. Serapio, 646,646. Soto, 164,943, 164,943.
We would like to direct the Senate Secretary and the SecGen to now open the ballot box from the Kingdom or the State of Kuwait and to compare the contents, the manually transmitted COCs, with that which was electronically transmitted to our consolidation and canvassing system here in Congress.
We're now opening the ballot box from Kuwait, and found inside the ballot box a small cardboard box and an envelope containing envelope sealed with paper seal 0389484. Found inside the envelope is the certificate of canvass for President and for Vice President, ready for comparison.
Mr. Chair, after examining the COC for President and Vice President of Kuwait, we did not find any discrepancy in the votes tallied, and it is therefore deemed authentic, Mr. Chair.
My esteemed colleague notes the due execution, authenticity, and regularity of the documents held therein. The Chair hereby directs that the certificate